Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl here, SIBELLE, and I know it's been a while since I lastly uploaded a video on my YouTube channel. Anyways, I'm back. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you to all my returning subscribers, and to the new subscribers, thank you too. If you happen to be watching my video for the very first time, I would like to plead with you to please subscribe and also turn on the notification bell button so that anytime I post a new video, you would be notified. So today we'll be reviewing one of Cameroonian movies that aired on Netflix 2 days ago. That was on 16th of June 2021, titled A Man for the Weekend, produced by our own very Cameroonian actress in the person of Cindy Emade. And this movie featured Nollywood actor Alex Ekubo, who was also in Cameroon to participate in the watch party for this movie. So Alex arrived Cameroon prior to the launch, which was to take place the very next day, Wednesday, the 16th of June 2021. He arrived Tuesday evening, which was the 15th, and he was welcomed at Cindy's residence. Alex is a whole vibe. He's a whole vibe. That his fiance is she's lucky. That guy, oh, he's so free spirited, and I love the bond between him and Cindy Emade. You could really see they were vibing, and he was just vibing with anybody that was around, and that's how he always vibed with his two besties, Yomi Kajwa and Ike Ogbonna, who keep campaigning to be which of them will be the best man for his wedding. So he arrived, they had so much fun, there was enough to eat, they were at the pool side, there was a bar there, they had so much to eat and drink. At one point in time, when they played Yemi Alade's song, Johnny Leave Me Follow, Cynthia, you know, he was the Johnny in the song. So they sat him down, and the girls were standing on top of him, and they were like, do you know me, do you know me, do you know me? And he was looking, and they were, I don't know them all, So they were all shouting on top of his head, and at one point in time, all of them just vibed to the song. He was a whole vibe. The very next day, they went on to do the launching they had a watch party for the movie The Man for the Weekend. And I remember seeing Cindy when she wrote that, and she said that one of the toughest things for her to do was picking, because she said she wanted to pick 80 people that were going to watch with her the Man for the Weekend movie. So she said the highest challenge she had was picking the 80 persons. But I saw a lot of persons there. There was Mr. Liu, there was my Banso guy, Minstrel, that sang this, "We proud of who we are." There were a lot of other people in attendance, and it was a beautiful event. I loved Cindy's outfit. It was really beautiful on her. It was so nice. And they went for a media round, and Alex Ekubo said a lot of good and great things. He's wise, he's intelligent, and I like to see a man not just handsome physically without brains. I love to see a man that is a whole package, that has the brains. Because he said if they want to look into movies nowadays that have a unique story, it's difficult, because like we can say everything has already been acted before, but now it's about taking the old stuffs and then making it your own, adding some new cultural aspects into it to try to narrow it and tune it to have a taste of African flavor, you understand, to make it unique and your own. So he also encouraged Africans that it was time for Africans to come together as one, unite as one Africa, and try to showcase Africans' talent, try to put Africa in the world map in a positive light. So he said that it's time for movie producers or people in the movie industry to stop relying on the government and asking what the government has done for them. It's rather a time for them to collectively come together and see what they can do, what they can contribute in the society. So he was like, Nollywood is Hollywood rather is what it is, not because of what the US government did for Hollywood, but it was a collective effort that made Hollywood to blossom, to be the level where they are, that every film industry, they are striving to become like to follow the Nollywood standards. So he was like, it's now time for Africa. That Africa is so talented, for all of them to come together, put resources together, and try to make great movies. Because it was like A Man for the Weekend was shot 4 years ago, that Netflix was not even their aim. They did not even know that the film would one day end like on Netflix platform. That if not, they would have even done things a little different. So he was even like, the cameras they used to shoot the movie, had they known the movie was going to end like on Netflix platform, they would have used different cameras and stuff like that. He spoke so well, and what he said, he had a lot of sense in it. So I just really want to congratulate Cindy, because for 2 of her movies to be picked to be aired on the same month on Netflix, it's not easy. It's not the J's job. One already aired, A Man for the Weekend, on it aired on June the 16th. So please, you guys should rush to Netflix and watch this movie, A Man for the Weekend. The movie was lovely. I really had so much fun watching that movie. I had so much fun. I just wouldn't lie about it. So I would try to go to Cindy's page, and there was a very emotional message she put across that I would love to read what she said. Truly, joke with grace and be disgraced. How do I say thank you, Jesus? Looking at myself in the mirror every day, all I want to do is beat my own records. 2017, my team and I filled Canal Olympia, 250 seats with an overflow, after selling the most expensive movie premiere ticket ever at the time. 2018, I stand the first female African producer with a movie bought by 9 major airlines at the same time. 2019, I filled Douala Bessie 2,000 seats with an overflow after selling the most expensive premiere ticket again. 2020, I'm counting 15 awards to my name and having acted in 28 movies, nationally and internationally, in my 10 years of career. 2021, Netflix buys 2 of my movies, making me first Cameroonian producer with 2 movies on Netflix and first Cameroonian-based actress in 3 movies on Netflix. In all these, I ask God, why me? I don't deserve all this favor from God, but one thing is certain. The more I work hard, the more He blesses me to bless others. So I'm not stopping. Use me, Lord. Congratulations to you, darling. You deserve it. Flix. Now let's try to have a review of this movie. So, talking about the storyline, it is not kind of a unique storyline if I want to compare it to Fisherman's Diary. Fisherman's Diary, the story was kind of unique. The more reason I could watch the movie 2 times, because it was really captivating. The story was unique. Where they shot the movie itself was really kind of unique. And I'm sorry, until now, I have not really reviewed The Fisherman's Diary. But what I'm going to do is I will wait for the other Cindy's movie that will air come June the 24th. When that other one airs, so I would now come and I would make a review of the 3 Cameroonian movies on Netflix that I have access to watch. So yeah, let's go back to talking about A Man for the Weekend. So like I said, the story is not really kind of unique. It's just a normal story about a girl who is so like focused on her work, and she doesn't even have time for men. Not because she's not interested, but I think she tried severally and it didn't work for her. So to her, she just thought like all men are the same. So she decided to focus on her career. And you know, African parents, the way they are in the movie, the mom is of late. So the dad is of late, sorry. So the mom keeps calling her time and again to bring a man. And Alex was working as an intern at her office. So when she called her bestie and was telling the friend that she was just joking with the mom that she has a man, and the mom was inviting her to come for the weekend with the man and present him to her. Now she doesn't even have a man. What's she going to do? So as they were talking, Alex now walks into her office to hand a file. And the friend is just looking, all like, ooh, assessing, like, look at this fine boy wasting. And this, my friend here, is trying to look for a man to take for the weekend. And she has something right in front of her eyes. So Alex has been having eyes for Cindy, but Cindy being, this bossy kind of person and always rude to Alex. And for the time that Alex had been working as an intern in her office, she doesn't even know his name. So when Alex walked out of the office, the friend was like, there you go. That's a man for the weekend. And she was like, stop it. How can you be telling me to take my intern, someone working at my office as an intern, to go and be a supposed man for the weekend? I can't present this kind of a person to my mom. And to begin with, I don't even know his name. So the girl was like, just try to think about it. It's not like you have a choice, because the other people who've made mention of them, you've all turned them down. So the next day she turns up at the office trying to act nicer. She had even tried to remember Alex's name in the movie Brian, and was like, Brian, this is I heard you guys discussing you're going for lunch, and please do see me in my office or upon your return. Hey, Alex Conde looky bestie for office. Like, what is happening here? So to cut the long story short, he came to her office. When she presented, she was like, I now see. So this explains the niceness, eh? She was like, are you accepting or not? Because after all, you're being paid for it. So Alex accepted to go on this adventure with Cindy. But what she didn't know was the guy actually liked her. That's why he was accepting. So they went, and Alex just killed me when they got to Cindy's house. So when they were supposed to stay in a room together. And when it was time to sleep, Alex climbed on the bed, and Cindy came and was like, what are you doing on that bed? Take your pillow and come and sleep on the floor. Alex was like, what you're not going to do is invite me in your house as your guest and tell me to sleep on the floor. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And he opened his legs, spread his legs on the bed. I was like, there is enough space on this bed for two. I'm not going to be a wicked guest. I will kindly invite you to come and share this bed with me. And she got angry and slept on the floor. I don't want to just explain the entire movie and everything, but it was really Alex, you sabi act abeg. You were a spice in this movie. Unlike The Fisherman's Diary, honestly, to me, Ramsey Nouah's part was almost insignificant to me, because he was not really like one of the top actors. I think they just wanted to bring a Nollywood actor to call for international attention, or to call for other Africans to watch that movie. But contrary to this one, Alex and Cindy Emade were the two top actors, and their acting was perfect. I remember there was a time when Diveshila made a video on her YouTube channel, and she was saying Cindy Emade cannot act, that she doesn't have talent. Contrary to what I saw here, this is, I can say, Cindy Emade's very first movie that I'm really watching, and the girl is talented. No, she did well on this movie. I will encourage you all to go and watch this movie, please. Majority of you guys abroad all have Netflix accounts. If you're in Cameroon, you can just join yourself like 4 or 5. There are a lot of Cameroonian movies being aired on Netflix now. Don't just sit back for people to come and review these movies to you. 4 or 5 of you people can come together and buy a Netflix account and watch more of these movies that they are going on up on Netflix. After the other one that will come on Netflix on the 24th of June, I think that will make a total of 4 Cameroonian movies on Netflix, but internationally there are just 3 of them that are going to be aired internationally on Netflix. So watch the movies and come back on my comment section and tell me your honest reviews, or for those who have already watched the movie as of the time I'll be putting this on my YouTube channel, you can just leave your comments in the comment section. What were your honest reviews about the movie? What were your thoughts? And what do you think didn't go well what do you think they should do better? I don't know the guy that acted in the movie that was a paddy to Alex Ekubo. That guy, he's incredible. His acting is so good. Even the man that acted as Solange Ojong's husband, the guy too is a great actor. So Cameroon, we have lots and lots of actors. Just these few movies have been like opportune to watch on Netflix. I can say we have great actors. Well, we are now beginning to understand the game, and as our movies are beginning to go internationally on platforms like this, I know to that production and actors, they will try to, there's a lot of things they will want to fine-tune to really make it to that top-notch level. And I'm just proud of Cameroon. Honestly, I am proud of us. Keep doing the great work. So that will be it for my video for today. Do have a nice and lovely day, my people. Bye.
If you want to shoot a movie right now about a boat that went underwater, that's Titanic. You want to shoot a movie about the only man on the planet after an apocalypse, that's I Am Legend. Everything has been done. But so it's very important that we as Africans, every time I get the right to talk, I will try to say this, we have to learn to support our own. Whether it's bad or good or ugly, it's that time. It's Africa's time now. So now that we have the media, please, and you know that you guys probably watch Avengers or Superman and come and compare with our small little budgets and not for the because I noticed a few people. We as Africans, we already have the technical know-how. I work with these guys and I can happily project them to say, let's go and shoot. But what we don't have is money. That's just the honest truth. I always say there's a difference between a Hollywood movie and an African movie. It's just production value. What is production value? Hollywood says we're going to blow up this house, they will build it and blow it up. And that costs money. So big shout outs to all the partners that are believing in our vision and being a part of this. You can do it. Let's try to get Cameroon movie industry to where it's supposed to be. Cameroon entertainment. I'm all for African synergy. So I'm not here to tell you about this is what it's about. We piggyback off each other. I'm happy to have met Archibald's Anu, Cindy, and a lot of times today I'm meeting more of you here. So hopefully, and like you said, a lot of times I have over 30 credits on Netflix. Right now, Cameroon has 3 movies. It is what it is. We shot a movie 4 years ago. Keep promoting it, keep pushing it out there. This is our Slumdog Millionaire. When we took that step of faith 4 years ago, we didn't know we were going to get here. So please permit us to celebrate this little victory. It means the world to us. When we did this movie, there wasn't even a cinema in Cameroon. And we did the movie. We didn't even know that we were going to get on one airplane. Netflix was not even on the vision board. Because people had known we were probably all things a little differently. Look at the camera we shot on them. It was just a project of passion. So please, let's go out there. All this story about can be done before. The same year, Hollywood released White House Down and Olympus Has Fallen. It is the same story verbatim. But they released, and nobody said anything. This is our small man for weekend. So then what host are you? You know what? As your guest, I'm willing to share my bed with you. That's if you make your peace with it. There's more than enough room on this bed for both of us. Now, while you think about that, permit me to bid you good night. On the floor or on my bed. Night, Candy. Come on.
actually need to work.
And the project you're telling me about, how's that going along?
That's for some other day.
Kanye. Are you trying to be polite to me, or is that a stalker you're trying to avoid?
Polite.
Mm-hmm.
To whom?
Me?
No, please.
I take it as a stalker then.
My mom.
Then why not pick up?
That's because I know what she wants to say. She says the same thing every time she calls, and I'm so not in the mood right now.